Oh, yeah. It's a thunderous Thursday, June 25th, 2026. It's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. How about you? I have to go see Supergirl today, which looks profoundly terrible. It's described as horrendously awful and flat, and that's something really mean to say about Supergirl's star. Look at all y'all. It's going to be a great one. Hope you guys are ready. We got a bear story today. A surprise bear. Care Bear stare. For a proposal, interrupt us. Amazing. Amazing neat. All right. We've got a super duper sticker from our friend Barry, the Music Man. 100 underlined twice. For those of you out there who are being nice and supporting the channel, I just want to say thank you to all the wrenches out there. Try to tell you once a week how much I appreciate you. You make things go. Cat slaves out there making things go on the green machine. We got a few other folks like Crazy White Boy and Ms. Pick Cafe, who holds down the fort over there as well, with Dr. Jill Powers. We've got more folks rolling through the door on both sides of the floor. And, actually, technically, three sides of the floor. Where's the fourth one? I don't know. It might be Kick in the future because of Morgan King Warlord. Snortopoopas Cuber is out there. Great to see our favorite Polar Bar. And James Dosher is writing. Walter Tomaszewski is out there as well. We've got the one and only Krimlon out there. Good to see you, Krimlon. And let's see. Customs wanted to know what they were, compression drivers, why I wanted them to build a personal stereo and what they were made of. A ferrite magnet surrounding a diaphragm. Why did they? These people are dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. Yes, I pronounced the B. JPRPH1 is out there. Good to see you, my friend. We got a few other folks we got to say hi to before we get started, like Daniel Alpine, who should be taking heart to the fact that hand-drawn animation is coming back. It's clear that Pro is an AI cheerleader who doesn't care about corporate executives hoarding all the cash, while us hardworking people, as like me, are starve on the streets because of AI. I don't think that's an accurate thing because I know him personally. I'll just say it this way, and I thank you for the $10 super chat. It's obvious to me and to others that many of the major studios are going to be leaning into hand-drawn. We might be looking at the end of CGI animation with the exception of a few houses like Illumination and Pixar. I think you're going to start seeing back to reality hand-drawn stuff not that far away. In fact, I tried to point out the other day, and I don't know if you were here, Aardman and a few others are doing that stop action claymation style animation, but we've also started to see more 2D stuff that I'm going to show you in one of the stories today. So please take heart. I think it's not as bad as it could be. Commander Ed Straker is Shadow. It's great to see you, Commander. And a few other folks like the lovely Georgia Peach out there. Great to see you. Let's see. New York is a lost cause. Well, based on the recent elections, yeah. Socialism is going to cause a massive deterioration and decay in that city, and everything that is a massive industry will disappear. And there's only the only people to blame are the radical leftists and the illegal population that put them there. Let's see what else is out there in the world. We got a few more folks to talk to that popped in. Daniel again for another $10. And you think people won't care if a movie was full AI is disturbing? I don't know if I said it exactly that way. I think you're going to see more of that. We've seen what Josh has done with that in demonstration of what AI can do. It still doesn't lack the same creativity or ability that a human being does. And it has no understanding of putting passion and feeling into the work. I agree with you. In fact, I would say that it is limited in what it can do. So I agree with you on that front. I also think that what you're going to see is background work with AI, primarily generative AI that puts in backgrounds for films at a smaller cost, rather than generating them via CGI or other VFX processes. So we'll have to see. I'm going to keep an eye out on it, but yeah, I'm not I'm not necessarily going to watch a lot of AI film. It's not my bag. Barry the Music Man, once again, thank you for smiling. Face with heart eyes. I'm just telling you, don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Have a little galaxy quest. And 6 minutes starts now, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it. And James Bond is now in full search mode this summer for, well, talent. They're going to start testing for the role of 007. A lot of people have weighed in and say, look, I'm not going to be this. I'm not going to be this. A lot of people were worried about, a change in the character. It's going to be a woman. It's going to be a different person. It's going to be a diversity hire. I don't think they're going to do that. I think Amazon's starting to slowly learn a lesson here, but I guess we'll find out. They want MGM to be an actual legitimate movie studio and return to its roots. We'll see what they do with that. So far, Motu's not a good representation of that, but Amaze, Project Hail Mary was. Dutton Ranch is renewed for season 2. That's good reason. I happen to really enjoy this show and all of these interconnected storytelling devices at Paramount Plus. I think Taylor Sheridan is on to something. You want to talk about connected storytelling? This is the guy. Hollywood and big tech are preparing for war. We're already in a full war. And I'm going to tell you right now, the people in Hollywood are with you, Daniel, and so am I. All right? Tech can't take over in a space that needs heart, soul, and proper storytelling because they don't have that. They don't have that in their possession. They don't even hire the right people to do it. But then I could say the studios don't hire the right people for it right now. Take a look at Gillespie and the actress that wrote Supergirl and tell me that was something of a passion project. No, there's no passion in it. And Toy Story 5 is going to crush it again this weekend with near a $90 million second frame. It'll have more friends than Supergirl this weekend, a lot more friends to play with it. Nobody wants to play with Miley Alcock's Supergirl, and that's sad if you're thinking of the toys. Anyway, Ladies of London reboot is on pause at Bravo. We'll see if this actually gets back into production. They've had to do some rework for this. And honestly, is anybody interested in these types of things anymore? I mean, I know Cohen survives on it, but, did Vanderpump Rules, exist just to make reality TV? Yes. Did it exist for any other reason? No. We're going to see some serious changes, I think, in reality in the future. Speaking of changes in reality, this redneck comedian is getting a second season. That's right. Leanne is going to be giving us a lot of great guest stars as well. And a return to like some, Netflix comedy that will work. Of course, this is in conjunction with Chuck Lorre, the kingpin of comedy, starting back on August 27th. So congratulations to her on building something neat. I think I already did that story. I think I just did that story. Let's do this one. Practical Magic 2, more witchcraft on your movie screens. Are you guys going to go watch this? Do you think there was any additional story to tell? The sisters have had daughters, I guess, and now we've got a new generation because we need to pass the torch to preserve witchcraft and other evilness that Hollywood pushes regularly. I guess we'll have to see. But the trailer was updated June 24th, which was yesterday, so you can go check that out over on YouTube. Netflix is teasing the One Piece, Ghostbusters, and several other series, including Ray Gun. The animation state at previews gives you a lot of what looks like, to me, hand-drawn animation. Yeah, Alley Cats is even included in this. I think Annecy is one of those great animation festivals I really enjoy. Rick and Morty, does this look hand-drawn to you? I don't know, but that's right. The spin-off President Curtis reveals premiere date. First trailer, you can go find that over on YouTube. In fact, a lot of these trailers coming out of Annecy are out there to take a look at. Paramount Warner merger is getting the green light through EU antitrust hurdles, but there are some caveats because, they want to have some kind of control. But yeah, the Financial Times has been reporting this. We had leaks that this was already in the works. The commission has until July 7th to make the decision. This thing is going to close out by the end of July, is my guess, so they can get it on the quarterly and be able to prevent a multi-billion-dollar failure. There are some children's TV assets that they may need to clear to get rid of, but we'll see if that changes. The inquiry is, what it is. They have a really strange process that you have to grease a lot of palms of the bad guys to get things done in the in the EU. GTA 6 reveals an $80 price tag, but really it's $100 if you want to play the single player experience only. And it's also digital only. There is no physical disc, which means a lot of outlets aren't going to be selling this, which is bad news initially for sales. They need 200 million sales in order for this to make sense. Dungeon Crawler Carl is coming from Seth MacFarlane. It's a go at Peacock, and I'm looking forward to it. He does good things. I mean, he really does. And we'll see how this goes. We've got top developers pivoting from chatbots to physical AI, which means they're going to put it in the palm of your hand or in your laptop or somewhere else. AI is a useful tool for research, I've found, but I'm not sure I would use it for some purposes of creativity, because really then you're just stealing from other better works. Colombia's vote is going to reshape the Amazon's future as the political winds shift in Latin America to conservative, more traditional values and things that are admired. They're having to take back a lot of population that got to the United States in a very mischievous way to try to line the pockets of Democrats and create a voting bloc that couldn't be challenged. We've got Germany carrying out raids and sabotage investigation into former Gazprom unit and its sabotage of the pipeline, along with archaeologists finding a huge Viking textile production site in Denmark. That's right. You can go and check this out, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Vikings in Denmark, does that surprise anybody? No. What's going to surprise people is the bear story, so stick around for bonus time as we get to story 17 right now. And that's right, a surprise guest showed up at a couple's proposal, just rolled in and strolled in behind them, photobombing what was going to be the proposal pictures of this couple. And there they are. The bear was right there in the background at the Biltmore estate. Kind of neat stuff. That's right. You can always check out really fun things, I think, when you get to the bears. The bears are where it's at. That's why we do a bear story almost every single day. And we're not talking about bear markets. We're talking about the actual black, brown, and grizzly bears. Maybe panda bears once in a while, but those things are trying to self-extinct themselves. Sorry, just seems like the reality of the moment. We got the amazing Canadian Randall Orser out there and the lovely Bonnie Gamester as well. A few other folks rolling in, which we appreciate. You guys are all youngins. Georgia Peach is let's see. Wow, you guys got married in the 90s? Huh. Interesting. Who else is out there in the world? We got a few other folks. Got to say hi to a few other folks. Davina's here today. Good to see you, dear. And Crouching Taylor Hidden Swifty. That's Matt G. Great to see you, Matt G. Don't become a hermit. Daniel, have heart. Take heart in the fact that hand-drawn animation is, key in a lot of animation coming out of Asia and in the quality that most people are looking for. I think we're going to see more and more of it. Again, I liken it to machinima. Did machinima take over? Outside of Red versus Blue, did we see a massive invasion of people using video game style controllers and animations and voiceovers to make a lot of things? Not really. For some things it worked. For other things it didn't. And basically, this is just a new version of machinima. I wouldn't worry too much. Alex Clark's in the house saying good morning to everybody. We've got Izzo's Place. What's up, Izzo? Good to see you. And a corporeal being working and lurking out there in the world. The very lovely Libby Priest is joining us today. It's great to see you. Been missing you. And, of course, we got a few other folks out there saying hi. So happy anniversary to James. Happy anniversary to many others out there. And for those of you who've been members longer than a year, happy anniversary to you on the channel. Brenda Day is out there. It's great to see you, my friend, along with Shadow Seeker OG looking in on the stream. We appreciate that. Jeff Elms. Even Grace Randolph doesn't like Supergirl. That's how you know that the movie is terrible. Well, you can only ring the bell so many times for girl power without substance. And this film that I have to review later today is girl power without substance. That's not good. Let's not do that anymore. Okay? Who else is out there in the world? Well, we got a few other folks. Lee Kindler joining us this morning. Happy Thursday, Culturians. Happy Thursday to you. The lovely Erica and Raph. It's probably just Erica over there. It's good to see you, dear. Hope your show is successful tomorrow. And you guys are back. I know you are working on stuff. Now that you've relocated, I hope it goes well. We've got Razorburn, everybody's favorite rivet head out there. So there you go. Yeah, Supergirl, Stupergirl, or Super Hurl. I've heard it many different ways. That's going to be weird. The Bad Cap, good to see you, my friend. Again, my prayers are with you each and every day and your family. And thank you for reaching out. I really did appreciate that. Let's see. I said hi to Caveat Ties. I think I said hi to a few other folks out there. Who else did we miss? I know we missed somebody. We always miss somebody. So our illustrious PM Carney, oh, that's funny. That's a word that does not belong with Carney's name, has officially moved his company, Brookfield, to New York. Even the PM has no faith in the Canadian economy, and he's a corrupt scumbag. The fact that you put him in office is surprising. Cash Kester, the smoking man, I've been seeing him elsewhere, including on several streams yesterday. It's good to see you, Cash. A few other folks rolling through the door. Let's see who we got out there. More than before. Trying to pop through. Say hi to the lovely Jill Powers. I think I did that already. But there's Carl. Carl's here this morning. Morning, everybody. A great Thursday to you all. A great Thursday to you, and especially to Apollome's Minion. Guess what? Apollome's Minion's out there working for everybody. So say thanks. All of our truckers, we appreciate you. Because without you, America cannot be or reach its greatness. And thank you so very much for that. We got a super duper sticker. It looks like a super swirl, since it's a big dump. Says Staccato DDS. Oh my gosh, that's not even a super sticker. That's just a statement. Staccato DDS coming down hard on the super swirl. It's a big dump. Needs to be flushed for $10. Thank you, Staccato. Oh man. I am dreading going to the movies. That's not what you should be doing when you go to the movies. I have to see this thing today. I'm going to walk in, and as always, at the threshold, I'm going to clear my brain of any presumptions on my part and what I think I will be seeing, despite the fact that I know beginning to end of what I'm going to be seeing. And you're right, Daniel. Nothing is truly a lost cause. I think I've seen a lot of hand-drawn animation, and we've been talking about it. A lot of studios going back to it. So that's a good sign. Alex Clark escaped from New York. Yeah, you need to. You need to step on that plan immediately. See if you can find a Snake Plissken to help you with that. Let's see. The stock exchange may move out too. Yeah. Well, New York's going to move. Wall Street. That's going to be surprising. North Carolina is becoming a world hub of economic stock exchange. They're a financial hub for the likes of J.P. Morgan and all the other big industrial banks. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to say hi to Jonathan Conroy out there. Smash the like button, like the smash button, and make sure you make a comment in the comment section below if you are watching on the replay. Hashtag replay gang is appreciated. Jeff Pearson, how you doing, my friend, with the little penguins? Of course, that's the operating system for low-spec Linux gaming out there on the green machine. And the creator program changed. Maybe you can shed some light on how that changed, because that's weird. Stitch the Elder in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Great to see you, actually. I love it when I get to see old names show back up. Dean Krantz out there. Hollywood does not have heart, soul, or passion. They have DEI, and that is all. Well, clearly they gave a DEI actress, a writer job, and gave her equal billing to the director, Craig Gillespie, for Supergirl. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be reflected in the lack of story. And the rudimentary storytelling that I've seen doesn't look good. But again, I'm going to give it a fair shake this afternoon. Kire Runte, lame show. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if you're talking about this show. But Shintendo, wine moms. That's right. That's exactly right. Drunken, messy wine moms. Divorcees. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with cats. Nothing wrong with everything, except that sometimes making appeals to the cliche doesn't work. Sorry. GTA 6 is going to be rough. Very, very rough. Oh, my goodness. Look at all these great people. I watched the 1967 Bedazzled. It's awful. Hey, the other one was good. Who else is out there? Oh, there's tons of garbage on the horizon. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot out there that's garbage. And Georgia Peach, I'm with you. Too much witchcraft in films and TV. Look, there's a time and place for it, and if it's done right, it certainly adds to and creates a story. Practical magic, I doubt will be there. I doubt it'll be there. Donovan Bradford saying hi to Jay Price. Good to see you, Donovan. Good to see Jay Price out there. Been missing you, friend. They had daughters with men they either killed nor did not love. Great story. Yeah, it's going to be rough. Bonnie Gamester says, I wonder if James McAvoy could pull off Bond. I think he could, but I'm rooting for Aaron Taylor Johnson. That's what I think. Netflix slop, indeed. Lots of that out there in the world. I really want MGM to really have a dedicated studio rather than just a collaboration with Prime. I want to see them do the right thing and do the right thing well. That's what I want. I've seen it, not recently. The rewatch will be next. Probably much better. I like Brendan Fraser. Yeah, plus Supermodel. Yeah, Supermodel, Brendan Fraser equals more fun. Bedazzled. Let's say that. Kirurunte says Hollywood is too demonic. I cannot deny that. It's very sad these days. GTA 6 is going to have a lot of woke slop in it. We already know that. And look, I'm not buying the game. I am the biggest gamer and the longest term player for GTA 5, I believe, and GTA as a series. I love GTA. I do. I bought a collector's edition of every single game from 3 on. Okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, if I sense any of that, any garbage in the YouTube videos or Rumble videos that I watch of people playing, like Low Spec Linux Gaming, or anybody out there that's willing to spend $100 on this, and it gives me any ick, they're not going to get my $100. They're not going to get my $100 till they give me a disc. There are actually retailers, one of them is in Canada, that will not sell anything that doesn't have a disc. No physical media. No, thank you. And for this game, I understand it might take 2 discs, but the first disc can be an install disc, and the second disc could be a data disc. I've seen games and played games like that. Let's get to that. Let's normalize that. Let's not normalize digital garbage and the ability for them to control you and your experience. If you get it digitally, you don't own it, and it can disappear at any moment. That's hot garbage. Yeah, GTA pricing is as well as Steam. The people are out of their minds for making them both that expensive. Well, look, Steam's got a hardware issue. They're contending with access to memory, video stuff, and everything else. I'm not really going to get on them too much for the Steam box, but what I'm going to get onto them for is, is not making it clear that they were going to offer a software version of the Steam box, which they do. You can get the OS software version and recreate that experience for yourself. So, yeah, welcome to bonus time, and welcome to Ruby Hoof, who, through great generosity, gives a Culture Casino membership. We are trying to get to 1,000 members so that the channel itself pays for itself, and we can only do that with the generosity of Ruby Hoof and Culture Sugar Daddy, otherwise known as Tony Piacente, gifting 10 Culture Casino memberships. And for others of you that have signed up for your own self, thank you for that. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a Rewards Club member and still get early access to videos for members. Only 1, 2, or 3 per week. And today's review of Supergirl, you will get to see before everybody else does on Friday if you're a channel member. GTA needs 20 million copies sold at $100, not 200 million. This is true. Yeah, you're right. I misstated that. You're 100% right. And I actually said that on the Pro Show last night, 20 million copies. But I'm sure they'd like 200 million copies. I think that's how many copies they sold of GTA 5 throughout its many generations. Remember, people bought that game multiple times over. They had it on PS3, Then they upgraded to PS4. Then they got it on PS5. Then they got it on PC. They may have got it on Xbox. And, it's just so many different sales, so many different ways. That's the path forward. Let's see. We got a few other folks. I will, SFX, check out Wonderland Band. I have not done so yet, but I'll get there, friend. And we got Fear the Crab Cat. Aloha. Indeed. Shadow Chaser. Stupid girl. That's a song. Staccato DDS again with that super chat I made famous a few minutes ago. Actually, Staccato DDS made it famous for saying it. Super swirl. Super hurl. All right, it's going to be interesting. As long as Toronto votes Liberal, he'll be in for a while, and you guys will be doomed. And I'm sorry about that. Alberta independence, please, and Saskatchewan. We would love to have you be our trading partners, energy trading partners especially. It's a rough day to stop sniffing glue. That's true. I feel like that airplane line is applicable a lot of times. Most games are not on the disc anymore. Nope, but it should be an option. And like I said, I won't buy it. I won't buy it because they change it. Heck, they tried to change my GTA 5. I was like, nah, I don't really want that update. Thank you very much. Trying to catch up with everybody. Culture will probably love Supergirl. You think so, Randall Orser? You can find out probably sometime tonight. So keep your eye out. If you're a member of the channel, your name is Green. If it's green, it means you're part of the Culturian crowd, and I appreciate you. If you have a special member chat, use it down below. It'll be a lot of fun. Bedazzled with Raquel Welch has a special spot in the teenage me heart. Well, that I can understand. Indeed. Hey, Jaron Markham's here. You want palette cleanser? A palette cleanser? Yeah, of course I do. I've been watching reactions of those visiting the U.S. Oh, I know, for the World Cup. It's pure joy. People discovering just how free we are in the United States. They get a chance to shoot guns. They're like, holy cow, America's awesome. Yes, we are. Fantastic. Hoshi! Culture, I don't think they're aiming with Supergirl to get the divorced wine mom audience. They aren't? They're chasing the wine ants. Oh, who insist there is no way they're single. But it's definitely them. I can believe that. Power to the 199. I think I first heard that argument from Jeremy. Go Jirasta. What's up? Says, Hail Culture in chat. Quick stop by. I'm grateful you're here, friend. Thanks for being here today on this beautiful Tuesday. The Trying Scotsman, says Jack O'Donnell for Bond. That would work. Great actor and close to the age they said they needed. Not only that, I mean, right accent. Sorry. Just true. Jeff Pearson, a bunch of crybabies on X. Let's get real. We was on Easy Street for a year. That's right. But you have to produce something in order to be compensated. And by the way, I do have memberships available open on the Green Machine. And, you can support me there if you want to as well. Let's see, who else is out there? Donovan Bradford, the biggest issue with digital games, our retailers are being brought down or shrinking their electronic departments. Yeah, well, Walmart and other places. Look, once you accept digital-only models, you're accepting a subscription life plan. I don't do that. I won't do that. I refuse to do that. Part of the relocation to another state is going to be investment in alternative energy solutions. I will still have grid tie, most likely, but that'll just be there for emergencies. I'll pay the $35 maintenance bill to maintain that, but I'm going to probably be using hydro and solar combination in addition to a 3-gas generator that will be for extreme backups. That'll power the entire property. I intend to have about 24,000 kilowatt hours. 24 kilowatt hours, if not more, available for the property support. So direct solar, there you go. Walter Tomaszewski says, a disc or a kiss? I'd rather have a disc. I'm just saying. Nothing exceeds like greed. Yeah, tell that to all our current politicians. The Save America Act still won't be passed because the Senate is going on recess. Screw those people. Senators have 6 years of sitting around talking about the old days of their skull and bones or any of their other secret society craptasticness. And the only ones getting things done aren't tied directly to that heart of evil. So, sorry, just the way it is. One Punch Man Tolkien fan in the house. Great to see you. Hail chats indeed. A few other folks out there. We got a few others. I have not yet played GTA, but am a horrible player of Warhammer 40K Dark Tide. Well, there you go. Come join me in the grim dark. Sounds good. Sounds good, Dean Krantz. That sounds like fun, though, to be fair. Fascism for fun. John Powell says, "Hey, yeah, Culture, I saw you on the Pro Show." Yeah. Oh no, yeah. It's okay. It's easy for me to make misspeak and make mistakes. It's fine. I don't mind being corrected either. Look at Culture busting out garbage. Stupid girl. Thank you, Tony Piacente, and I will be busting out garbage later. Another $10 in generosity from our friend Daniel Alpine, who says, "I rather believe that AI is just a bubble." I think you're right. I mean, once we get to AGI, I think that the race will be over. It'll be primarily our hemisphere, and that will depress the dirty communists in China and other places. The EU is getting into the game too late, as is the UK. Although you might as well just call the UK part of the EU because they never really followed through on Brexit, which is why you are being leveraged by the globalist politicians that just keep stacking on top of one another. You got rid of Herr Starmer and you replaced him with another one in Burnham. Burnham is actually worse from what I'm to understand. You guys got problems. Carney might as well be, the prime minister of the UK at this point. He's just as evil. And they're trying to control you with your speech. Canada's trying to have compelled speech. Screw you guys. Hey, the Red Man says, "Culture, I'm going to see Supergirl tomorrow, and I know I'm going to love it. Think it stars some guy named Johnny Knoxville." Yeah, it does. That's right, Jackass. That's right. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go see. Wouldn't it be great if one of their stunts is with Supergirl? I think it'd be a lot of fun. But I'm actually, there's a decent chance I'll go see Jackass on Monday. We'll see. All right. My roofing parts for the greenhouse, for the gardening channel, that garden place, my secondary channel, the roof parts for the greenhouse, fix, will be arriving on Sunday. So I'll have to do an alternate video again. I still don't have the shade up. I'm still kind of worried about my, cucumbers, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Nice Buc-ee's cup. Yes. Gotta love Buc-ee's. That's something that the Europeans are flipping out about too. The Walmart of gas stations. They're like, "What the bleep is this place?" Well, lots of food, lots of road snacks, lots of fun. Look at you guys. Look at all of you out there. All right, we got Gubs. Were banned here in the UK after a 43-year-old guy went into a primary school and shot 16 small children. Tennis player Andy Murray was there that day. Guns were then banned in the UK, says Karen Hawkins. Yeah, I remember that. But the problem is surrendering your guns got you what? Fascism, authoritarianism, and badness. Daniel's moving to North Hollywood. Okay, just be safe. Parts of the 19 blocks are not safe. Just going to say. Culture wanting a disc over a kiss. Look out for a flying shoe coming across the screen. Fortunately, no. No chocla. That's right. Abolish the Constitution, but I will no longer be bound by any laws. Woo, you're going pure freedom. That's careful. I don't know. Pretty scary. Throwing a caution to the wind. In the UK, bought an AC yesterday, so keeping cool now. Dog leg in front of it on a damp, wet towel. Amazing, Karen Hawkins. I'm telling you right now, the America changes hearts and minds. You don't even need central air. You just need one of those personalized units over there. Because, 85 degrees Fahrenheit is still survivable. Hawaii did it for a long time because of the trade winds that blow, keep you cool. Yeah, who else is out there? My only complaint about Vermintide is their party balancing. If you get 4 dwarfs, then play do not keep me waiting all day for one player. Yeah, it's weird. I don't trust any politician. Guy Fawkes had the right idea. You know what? I went through and watched a bunch of clips for fun from V for Vendetta. If you haven't ever seen that movie, it's worth your time. Very well done. And plus, a certain actress with a shaved head was kind of fun. The first of the SJWs, I would say. Although not very SJW in that film. I like the idea. Yeah, Burnham is left of Starmer. Indeed. More left. How do you get more left? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you grow a broom, a whisk broom mustache. That's what you do. You start rallying the troops in Germany. Kung Fu Hot Dog in the house. Hey, Casino, stocked up on store frozen ice cubes and fruit juices. Good for you. Good for you. It's good to see you. I saw you over on Film Threat yesterday as I was tossing comments into the chat along with moderating for a little bit over there yesterday. It was good stuff. America will never be gun-free. I think guns outnumber people in the United States. So just keep that in mind. The sheer quantity of them, yeah. And look, banning guns in certain states or cities or whatever, municipalities, certain zones have never prevented people from having them and using them in those areas. Criminals are still going to criminal. Sorry. Don't you want people who will be not the criminal also taking care of that problem? Yeah. John Powell says, Culture, I figured it was just a slip up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I make mistakes all the time, and I don't mind corrections. That's the other thing. And this is the other thing. I appreciate these platforms for what they are. Whether you're watching right now on X, which I'm live on every weekday doing this same 6-minute daily show, whether I'm live on the Green Machine or on YouTube, okay? The fact that I can have communication with you guys in real time and on the videos you guys can comment, we can have a conversation there. That's amazing to me, okay? That's amazing to me. You guys really do make a difference, and the conversation, the interaction, engagement is the fancy word YouTube uses for it. That makes the difference to all creators. The super chats, the gifted memberships, all the things that go to support the channel work at 2 levels. Number one, if you've noticed that the channels you see most frequently are the ones where the live streams are popping, you got super chats flowing, super stickers, membership gifting, all of that. Those draw even more attention. They get rolled out to more people that have notifications turned on get those notifications. And one of the things I've been trying to tell everybody, because YouTube has said it to creators, if you watch one of our videos or live streams and follow it up with another one of our videos or live streams, that puts you in the feed, especially if you have the bell icon. And you might want to check your notification bell, because some people have been telling me it's been switched to a different setting instead of all notifications. Make sure it's got all notifications turned on. But if you watch one video after another from your favorite creators, I have a little hickey burp there. That really makes a difference. Sorry, it just does. It for whatever reason, they have it set algorithmically to continually feed you the people that you regularly watch. And I give you almost daily content. So there's that. Did you see that Dolly Parton opened a travel stop to rival Buc-ee's? She said she couldn't leave it to Beavers. That's a great line and something classic from a classy lady. Man, I'm glad her health is improving. But that's good. I love Buc-ee's, so but I'll stop in Dolly's place. There's a very near Dollywood. Like just down the road is one of the big Buc-ee's. They have a lot of no trucks, but they also have a lot of they have a ton of gas pumps, of course, and they also have charging stations for folks with electric vehicles there on site. Pretty cool stuff. Lots of money in electric charging, by the way. That network costs you money. Rock out with your guns out. That's right, One Punch Man Tolkien fan. And folks from the UK and Europe have been enjoying going to shooting ranges and firing all kinds of things and being surprised. Yeah. Donovan Bradford's, yes, a few channels I follow, I will scroll and comment on other comments if it's important or fun. Indeed. And for those of you that watch primarily on phone or tablet or when you're doing so, there is the ability to use the three dots and select the option there for hyping people's videos. So if you want to drop hype points on a video, if it doesn't automatically appear on the screen for you on your phone or tablet, you can actually go into the video itself, drop some hype points. You get awarded so many of them from YouTube, and it actually elevates interest in the video, which will then make it more available to even people who are not normally in the feed. So there's that. So I cannot stand the sound of hybrid or electric engines, though it could be just the area I live in and them not being made the best. It's possible. I haven't had any. I really have never heard any of the supercharger stations make any particular kind of whiny sounds. I mean, there are thermal cooling systems on the vehicles themselves, cooling balancing that may make some noise. I've never really noticed it. And you're talking to somebody who has hybrid vehicles. That can run for long distances on just pure electric. But, the most reliable vehicles I have, of course, are combustion. And in the States, they think it's important to have that. We need 12-year Congress term limits. I agree with that. You get 2 terms as a senator, and you get, 4 terms or whatever it is for the House. Follow the Bradleys fun. Hey, what's going on, Ron? Are you going to have a show today? I hope so. Bill Blum says, rats, no notification today. Double check your notification bell. Make sure it's on all notifications. And then, like I said, be sure to watch one of my videos like this one and follow it up watching another one of my videos like my reaction to the Supergirl reaction that I dropped last night for members and this morning for everybody else. So look at all these great people in the chat. You guys are the best. But it's good to see you, Bill. Better be late than never. Next month, the very best way to support your favorite Rumble creator is to simply type something in the chat. That's very true. Engagement. It's the same thing that the Tube's been doing for a long time. Dean's in northern Michigan, and electric vehicles die in the cold. Yep, it's bad. Cannot imagine. And again, my relocation to Tennessee is not without some hesitation on electric vehicles because one of the plans was to acquire a Tesla, one of either a Cybertruck or a Model 3 or even a Y. And I'm not going to buy it new. I'm going to go to the used market. They've taken substantial hits and they are cheaper. If they were well cared for, which most Teslas are, I'm going to put a phase 2 or phase 3 charger in the property. And then that way I can actually turn that around because you could actually use the battery in your electric vehicle as a battery to power your house. Most people don't know that. Be a base station. Tesla does offer hybrids. What? Really? Wild stuff. All right. Wait, hang on. Yeah. You only get 3 hypes per week. That's right. Yeah. I have like a ton of points I could spend. I think I had 450. I almost hyped a Yellow Flash video. I should probably do that. I haven't got to hang out with him in a long time. It's been a minute. Term limits are a lazy solution that makes lazy voters more lazy. Okay. Go vote for the government you want instead of trying to shrink your duties. You know what? That's a perspective I'd never really considered, Shadow Chaser. Thank you for that. Um, I'm going to think deeply about that. I appreciate that comment. I love that. See, this is the important thing, to keep an open mind, but not a mind so open that things fall out of it. You want to just be able to accumulate additional information and perspectives and then assimilate them as needed. So this is one of those times when this is worthy of consideration. So we'll do that. Playing as guest. Well, I'm glad you're here. Got unsubbed the day after subbing. It's happened to me with other channels over the past month. Yeah, YouTube is definitely doing that. So always double check. If you see me on your feed, double check you're still subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button on the video, the live stream especially. Make sure you make comments in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag #ReplayGang in the comments section down below. And if, like I said, if you're watching a video of mine that you are particularly enjoying, consider hyping the video. That really, truly does help. Especially for the video I'm going to drop later for members first, which will be Friday's video, which will be the Supergirl review. So if your name is green, keep a keen eye out for that. Okay? Okay. Also, Saturday, since we are going to have to make a replacement video for the garden channel, that garden place, which is my secondary channel, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably just I'm going to harvest some potatoes maybe. I think I'm going to have to. We already had the dieback of the first batch of purple potatoes. We'll see if we get any yield. It's possible that the extreme heat prevented a substantial yield. It's an experiment, so we'll take a look at it. Again, another reason to have shade in place and not be a silly human like me and not have shade in place before you plant things that require some shade in the dead of summer. So yeah, let's do that. So maybe that's what we'll do. All right, well, who else is out there? We got more folks. The lovely Jill is holding down the fort. It's great to see him. Ms. Pick Cafe on the green machine. And the lovely Juliet working hard from the UK. Man. The first Dragon Queen is here. Guys, say hi, wave, go check out her channel. John says, never heard of a Tesla hybrid. Neither have I. Zach says, I'm a small-time cookbook enthusiast. Maybe the Quartering will release a summertime edition. Are oranges even tropical? Who knows? Well, you can actually, again, with a proper Hugel counter mound in place, even in places that get snow and extreme frost, you can grow citrus. Citrus will survive if everything's properly set up. If you keep your soil warm, if there's constantly biological activity in your soil, which keeps it warmer, if you constantly mulch and the mulch gets chewed up by the little bugs and the little worm guys, you can actually grow citrus in colder climates. So, but technically tropical. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I've got a cookbook coming. Zachary. I've got a cookbook coming on the horizon. I think I'm 12 recipes in so far. I'm going to offer 50 recipes in each one of my cookbooks. You'll be able to purchase them from the Beach Punk website, which will have I'm hoping it'll have that Garden Place subsection for merchandise and everything else. So keep that in mind. Let's see what else. Someone should do a cookbook called "What Are the Oranges For?" And it's all recipes with oranges. I could definitely do that. I love oranges; they're a great citrus product. Some people can't stomach them because they have they're high acid content. But you don't have the right oranges. You need if you're looking for juicing oranges, you want something called Tangelos. Oh my goodness. There she is, the first Dragon Queen, who is attacking me with the nemesis of evil sesame seed man. It's about to get those purple potatoes at 52 seconds. Working hard to get it to 2 minutes. Hugs for all. Well, I'm excited, and I appreciate the $5 super chat to promote that. I will promote it when you're done, but I'm going to harvest some purple potatoes. Hopefully I beat evil sesame seed man to them. I hope so. By the way, sunflowers are incredibly easy to grow in the desert Southwest. You should be growing them if you can't. If you can't grow much else, they grow really well, especially along a fence line. Freedom Seekers like, culture gets tortured watching Supergirl, so we don't have to. That's right. That's look, I saw a movie so you don't have to. Sometimes I'm going to tell you might want to. Sometimes this is a really good thing, like Project Hail Mary. Sometimes it's an enjoyable thing if you have kids, like the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Sometimes it's not as offensive as you expect, like Toy Story, despite the girl power messaging and the fact that they ditched the boys and the old toys in the box. They literally put them in the garage for most of the movie. Yeah, but there was some positive messaging about, parents being a little more involved in their child's life and not having them involved in chats that may be damaging to their psyche and self-esteem. Overall, though, it's not a top-end film. 6.5 to maybe 7 at best at its best points. But if you've got a good handle on your kids and you want to take them to something that's relatively inoffensive, that one works. The only thing is the messaging in it again is very much uh, shoving the boys to the side. Not good. So. Yeah, see, in John, what's happened is, like you said, they've changed the way the bell icon works, and they've got these different settings. And by default, recently, in the last algorithmic change, people are reporting that their bell was changed from all notifications to something else, like preferred or whatever the language change was. Just make sure you put all notifications back on, or everyone, or whatever the new language is over there. So. Shadow Chaser says, I'd much rather remove financial incentives to staying in Congress than term limits, no pensions for one thing. I think that the fact that they have a separate medical plan is a problem. I think they need to be on the same Medicare. You get to collect. You get to collect on Medicare. You don't get to have high-end doctors, high-end insurance. You don't get a permanent pension. You don't get the MTG, retirement situation. And yeah, I think you need to remove all the financial incentives. And again, you have to remember back in the day when we were first paying these people, it was much harder to get a pay raise in that job. Also, we should not allow for any kind of financial trading of any instrument. None. No fungible exchanges can be made. Anything that existed before has to be put in a blind trust with no control. Awesome one in the house, dropping some bologna sausage. By the way, that bologna icon is out there on the YouTube side of the equation. Not sure I put it up on the green machine, but I should. In fact, I'm going to revisit emojis. So if you're a member of the channel, get ready, fight. A lot of people out there. Just want to say thank you to those of you super chat, those of you dropping memberships. We do try to get somewhere around 20 memberships of gifties or 20 total memberships a day. It helps immensely. We're trying to get to 1,000 members on the channel, which actually will make this channel pay for itself, believe it or not. So there's that. Yeah, I didn't think Tesla made a hybrid, but, sometimes you see things on YouTube that are not actually accurate. That does happen. CC's going all fruity again. I love them. Persimmons are delicious. They're like honey mixed with mango. If you're looking for a taste comparison, they have that sweet, syrupy, enjoying citrusy yumminess. Sorry, persimmons or something. If you can grow them, please do. The winner of the World Cup gets the orange slices and juice boxes. Well, there you go. And millions of dollars. Let's not forget that part. Bill Blum has not been back to a theater since COVID. I understand. What else is going on? Yep, you can have massive sunflowers in Texas. A lot of my friends in San Antonio area have them. So yeah. I've gone full carnivore. I'm about to join you. The homemade bread right now, guys, I have my own version of the Cheddar Bay biscuits. So the fact that we're losing all the Red Lobsters won't be lost. I have my own version of Cheddar Bay, as you guys will like, in that, and they're going to be in the recipe book. You're going to have access to my version of black pepper chicken, which I had for dinner last night. Lots of good things like that. But those are going to include some vegetables. But you can still make black pepper chicken without the vegetables, and you be full carnivore. You're still going to have a little sauce, but yeah. The deer, cows, chickens, and fish. So no on the vegetables for me. And you can do it. All the recipes I'm going to make, except for the bread ones. Yeah. But my turkey one you really enjoy. You don't have to eat the stuffing elements of the traditional Thanksgiving turkey. My Cajun turkey will be included in the next book. I don't think I'm going to give away all my turkey secrets, especially since I use infrared fryers and not peanut oil fryers, which I don't like peanut oil. I really don't. Oh, there you go. It's a personalized and okay. There's personalized, non, or unsubscribe. Well, there you go. Yeah, they definitely changed it. It used to be all, as simple as all. I really do enjoy watching Cowboy at Kent Rollins. I think our cowboy chuck wagon cooks are undervalued. I agree with you. I agree with you. Being able to eat off the land is incredibly important. Understanding what's edible, what you create flavor with, all that kind of stuff. Yep. I enjoy the America's Test Kitchen cookbooks. Well, there you go. Yeah, but like I said, I'll have a cookbook out there pretty quick. And if you're looking for gear, by the way, if you're looking for some Culture Casino gear or some Beach Punk gear, drop into beachpunk.com. And I'm going to try to partner up with Andy Masterson, the talented one himself. He's created another action figure of me as Plant Man or Green Man or something like that. Green Thumb Man. I don't know. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, persimmons are great if ripe. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Pro asked me a question yesterday on the show. He said they use gases and things to ripen fruit. And that's absolutely 100% true. Um, Commercial greenhouses use CO2. They pump CO2 into the greenhouse at not harmful levels to humans. But what that does is it causes the plant to grow and generate flowers faster, especially if you have enough potassium in the soil, or excuse me, phosphorus in the soil. If you look, if you pump your nitrogen numbers, you're going to get lots of leafy growth. It's going to be green as heck, but you're not going to get any flowers. Well, you want flowers. The whole point of growing vegetables, which technically tomatoes are fruit, but for any vegetative growth, uh, the whole point is to get blooms. Blooms come out of the other parts of the NPK. So you also need solid mineral content. So look at a bag of azomite. It doesn't take much. You can amend your beds with minerals, between every season. Those minerals get incorporated into the soil by your civil engineers. Those are your worms and your little bacteria guys. And then they become bioavailable like almost immediately to the plants. I'm going to show you how to double worm populations in some future videos. And then we're gonna go about the comfrey by the end of August or September should be big enough to split. I'm going to show you how to split them and replant them to gain more comfrey. So there's that. Bill Blum says a Blu-ray will make a single disc possible for GTA 6. That wouldn't surprise me. I forget what the density is. It might be 80 gigabytes per side. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 120, something like that. It's divisible by 6. Let's see. There is a scenario where the U.S. could play England on July 4th. That would be incredible. That would be incredible, Jared Markham. Electric buses are pretty much a bust in upstate New York. Yeah, the costs are 3 to 4 times more. Barely does half the range, and that's without using heat. Not to mention the fact that they have to have recharging stations in the bus line path. That's insane. And I think they use no-touch charging. I don't think they actually plug them in, but I could be wrong. A lot of the European buses did that. Larry, what's up? It's been a minute. Hello, Culturians. Hello to you, Larry. It's good to see you. What's coming up? We got other shows coming up here. I think I think we've got the WDW Pro Show. Let me double check that for you real quick, because that'll be where I redirect you from here to there and everywhere. By the way, Supergirl currently sitting at about 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. The reviews are absolutely miserable. If you have not, new member pricing. Wow. Okay. YouTube wants me to raise prices on you. They want me to become a rock star. All right. Well, we got almost 2,000 views on today's video. If you haven't seen today's video, please do so. YouTube's doing their level best to try to help me level up the channel. I can't do that without you. Over 300 views of this particular live stream so far. You guys are absolutely the best. I just appreciate you so very much. Redirection. Let's see if we can get you over to Pro. Keith is doing morning coffee right now. We've got G&G doing their live stream. I'm doing my live stream. Nerdrotic doing his live stream. Wild stuff. I may have to start earlier. Yep, starting in just about 15 minutes or so, we have the WDW Pro Show, which is where you will be redirected to on the tube side of the equation. Ms. Pick Cafe may have you do self-redirect over there, or send you some other fun place, which would be fine. By the way, to revisit the title and the thumbnail for this particular stream, I'm just going to say this. I'm rooting for Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think Henry Cavill is, number one, too big for the role. He's too tall. And number two, he's starting to age. We need a younger fella. Aaron Taylor Johnson might be a slightly younger fella, although other suggestions in the chat would work. Yeah. That's right. Thank you, Ms. Pick Cafe, beachpunk.com. That's the merch website that I own and control, and all the merch we have sourced and tested. So there's that. Let's see who else is out there. Man, if I get the cookbooks out there, do you guys want cookbooks? Would you buy my cookbook? I'm just curious. Is that worth it? That's supposed to be none. I figured it out, Randall. I'm a pretty bright fella. I'm gonna have to think about that. My gutter, for some insane reason, has a healthy worm population. Well, yeah. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing. If you ever wanted to do like a hydroponic system, you can buy these clay balls that are called Hydroton, and you can directly sow seeds or seedlings that have sprouted into you push them down into the Hydroton so that they're supported, and you can do a fill and drain or a constant flow hydroponic system with that. And as long as you have your chemicals set up right, your nutrient fluid, you can do a constant flow there and grow plants in gutters. Gutters with Hydroton work. All you need is kind of a bath drain to keep the Hydroton in place for your drain pipe, and then that can feed into another drain and so on and so forth. I might build a fence mount for you guys to show you what that looks like. So it's really easy. Uh-oh. Donovan Bradford says, new images for Egger's Werewolf just came out. Hoping we get a teaser soon, because these AI trailers, while fun, are maddening. I don't like the AI trailers. If I can tell something's AI now, I don't watch it. And that includes like videos that I would normally be interested in, like excising Pharaoh's tomb and stuff like that. Some of these, they spend an awful lot of time making these AI faceless videos with definite AI voices, and I just don't watch them. So, do you know what? I'm not AI. So, which a lot of people point out to me when I make mistakes in editing. But today's video I got right, so there you go. Just only one small jump cut in there that I am not proud of, but I couldn't fix. So, yeah. Unacceptable Views says GTA 6 is going to be woke crap. You just know it. I actually do know that. And I actually know the origination of the Rainbow Coalition efforts at this game originally. We can talk about that someday in the future. I'm probably going to talk about it on that Gameplays. Yeah, Grace tore it up, Larry. I was like impressed yesterday. I was like, good for her. I had the chance to actually go. I had the chance to actually go see it earlier in the week, and I was like, do I want to do that or do I want to sleep? I think I want to sleep. Sleeping's good. Hey, Chief William Schweikert's in the house. What's up, sir? Thank you. Your boy Zach was upset. People were upset all the time about movies. Yeah, well, Zach is entitled to his opinion. Truly. Vancouver had a trolley buses for years, the ones that connect to the overhead wires. Yeah. The biggest problem was the connector falling off the wire. Yeah, that happens. I liked the overhead wire trolleys. I liked listening to them, sitting on the street listening to them. Kind of fun. Oh, by the way, we're a day after DJ Ronnie G's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to DJ Ronnie G. What does culture show for? Myself. Pretty soon I'm going to show for actual products. You're going to be able to buy my blackberry jam. You'll be able to buy man, I've got lots of berries coming. Look, when I get to Tennessee, I'll be running a couple of cottage industries there. You'll be able to get goat cheese, butter, all kinds of things. If you live in the state, there'll be a farm stand you can come and shop. The plans are big. It's going to take me 2 or 3 years to get everything established, but it's going to be worth it. Yeah, this is the crazy thing. Roger Moore was 45 when he started his Bond. He was too old, which is what limited him later in life. I mean, View to a Kill, he was looking a little shaky. Moonraker, he was looking a little shaky. I felt kind of bad for him. It'd be like me trying to play Bond now. I'm 55. I'm in not terrible shape, but I have a little bit of a belly still, which is slowly going away. I think Pro tried to show that off the other day or last night on the show. But I'm not back. I'm not back to where I was. I used to be carved out of wood. We'll see if we'll get back there. We'll see. Who else is out there in the world? We got more people. I love it. For those of you here for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are regulars, welcome. For those of you who are late, welcome. Hopefully we get you on time next time. Da, da, da. Let's see who else is out there in the world. Karen's not gonna have to go to the cinema near her that has Supergirl. Well, you get to avoid it completely. Good for you. Most other Bonds are older than Henry. I'm just saying. I mean, if you want a long run character, if you want like a Pierce Brosnan might have been a little too old to start playing the character, but he was perfect at the time. And every car they put him in was genius. Although I'm going to tell you right now, Bond without an Aston Martin doesn't seem quite right. I mean, the Lotus that he drove was cool, especially because it was a submarine. And look, I always thought he might look good in a Lotus Elise. That's one of my favorite models of Lotus. I don't even think they make it anymore, but yeah. Could call it the Bearded Cook. I actually have a title for it, and I'm going to make multiple volumes. Like I said, the first book is going to have my best 25 to 50 recipes in it. It's going to have some pro tips in it for each of the recipes. We're going to talk about what it takes to even. We might even throw in some gardening pages in between each recipe. I don't know. We'll see. My background is computer generated. Well, if you're trying to say that I use a green screen, yes, it replaces it with the still image that I use for a thumbnail. I mean, I could go to that's a good question. Do you guys want a non-green screen background on my video? Do you want an actual physical set? I've always considered that. Because I can put up moving pictures on the screen pretty easily with a screen share or whatever. I don't know. You guys, would you rather I have a physical set? Be super easy to do. I've built several sets in my life. So You're not AI. You're a Bigfoot. I wish I were Bigfoot. They are tall. Um, Look, I started out at 5'9". I am not 5'9" anymore. When you get older, you get shorter. I don't know what happens. I think your spine compresses substantially. Staccato DDS. How much height do you lose? I'm just curious. I know we have other physicians in the audience. I just don't know if they're here today. How much height do you lose over time? Let's say what it was like for somebody like mid 50s like me. How much height have I lost because my spine's compressing? I'm just curious. I think some. You can't pretend none. Well, you're an old man now, so thank you, thank you. Grace had better hair than Miley. And she's a messy woman. Grace is a messy woman. She's also incredibly wrong most of the time. But again, those are opinions. We can disagree. It's okay. I still like. Sometimes I enjoy her. So there you go. Culture, brand culture. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. First of all, I don't want anything with the initials. That match somebody else. For no other reason than I like to be original. Slaughterhouse. Yeah, no, actually, so the area that I'm going to be relocating to has like 4 or 5 butchers within just a few miles. So when I raise my head of cattle, so I'll buy two calves um, every year, and then every year from that point forward, every couple of years, I'll be able to take one of those to the butcher, and the second one will be butchered by the butcher, and so it's a one for one change. I get a full cow or head of cattle, and I haven't picked out what cattle I'm going to have, but I'm going to naturally cultivate the whatever's in the area. I'm not really sure what's in the area as far as venison is concerned. I haven't really sourced the kind of deer or similar that are in that area. Um, I might even make some game paths just to make it a little easier to set up a tree stand. And then we'll have chickens. I'm not unfamiliar with doing the old twist and flip method of turning chickens into dinner. But half of the chickens will be in a coop that are meat birds, and half the chickens will be in a different coop that's egg layers. So probably do leghorns for meat birds or something similar, and then the layers will be the pretty birds that kick out eggs every day. Um, Goats, of course. Yeah, we'll go 5 or 6 pygmy goats. You don't need more than that. They usually produce enough milk for not just cheese but for soap. And yeah, gonna be doing that. Gonna be doing all that. That's the plan. It's for all of you guys. Honestly, the garden channel is going to become a bigger part of my daily life than anything else. So I'm wrong. Well, that's possible. Been wrong a lot before. Uh, Planting a new shrub. You know what, Chief William Schweikert, you're my hero. Hibiscus. Hibiscus is one of my favorite plants. Fantastic to plant near a pomegranate. True story. A Lotus Esprit. Yep, that's correct. Yep. The Elise was the two-seater convertible coupe with the same X-frame design that was launched much later on than the Lotus Esprit. The Esprit was a cool car. Almost bought one. Real close to that. Um, I I I picked a '79 Berlinetta over a 911 Sport way back when. It had a decent stereo in it, a Blaupunkt. That was the only thing upgrade that the owner to the Porsche made. But I would have had to add significant cooling to the engine because I was not satisfied with it. But I went with the Berlinetta because I could build it from the ground up using easily available parts. Another reason to for America to return to building actual cars and not computers that have wheels on them. Tired of that. That's true. You did make. Hang on. Putin did make me a. Putin did make me a Bigfoot. It's true. Who else is out there? Let's see who else. The Lotus Esprit is a classic. They went from the inline four engine to a V8 turbo. Well, I love the X frames. Anything Lotus built on the X frame was purchasable as far as I'm concerned. Big huge column through the center of the car. Totally awesome. Hey, Cloud Doctor is correct. Supergirl stumbles. Indeed. Well, drunk girls usually do. I planted hibiscus in the front yard and deer ate every bit of it. Yep. You got to put up barriers in that situation if you've got deer. It's the same way you protect tree trunks in the first few years. You got to put some chicken wire around them and get some T-posts that really are substantial that can take a little headbutting from the deers. So, yeah. Hard top is better. On the Elise? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Renault gearbox, indeed. Yeah, and I have to appreciate the way the transmission functioned. Pretty nice. Barry's like, I don't want any modern cars. Sick of computers and vehicles. I don't like it because anything manufactured around 2019 has some form of a kill switch, and the more recent vehicles, 2026 and onward, have definite remote kill switches on them. That's not freedom, kids. That's subscription driving in service of some kind of green bologna sausage. Yeah, you want a car that you can maintain easily. Yeah, and that's why I'm going to go back. Look, one of the things you can do at a salvage yard is you can pick up the shell for a modern vehicle so it looks brand new, but put it on something old. Like a lot of the Ford, the big F series trucks, those will fit on an old International frame. Imagine how awesome that would be. You get the quality, the value, and the strength of an old fashioned International, and after you recondition everything underneath, it looks like a modern truck. You can put modern bells and whistles on it. Just get rid of the computers. So. All right, well, I got to get out of here. You guys got to go see Pro. I'm going to say it this way. Thank you all so very much. We had a lot of fun today. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, check out Sherry's Slammin' Clam.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slammin' Clam. Sherry's Slammin' Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slammin' Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
Thanks, everybody. Have an incredible Thursday. Check back later if you remember. I'm going to suffer Supergirl, so you don't have to. See ya!